Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Musa, and I will continue the discussion on the Soham murders. The Soham murders were a double murder that occurred in England in 2002. The victims were two girls, Jessica Chapman and Holly Wells, and they were buried in a field 10 miles from their home. The evidence taken for examination from the scene were soil and pollen samples. Investigators had also found fibers on replica Manchester United jerseys the girls were wearing at the time of their murder and a burned trash can, and they found trampled stinging nettles at the scene that had regrown around the bodies. Investigators performed microscopic analysis on the soil and pollen samples, as well as recreate the scene using stinging needles to try and produce a post-mortem interval for the bodies. The murderer, Ian Huntley, was eventually found and convicted to life in prison with a minimum of 40 years. So here are my thoughts on the evidence analysis. For the fibers, it wasn't specifically stated what method was used for analysis. I'm going to assume it was just microscopic analysis, and I wonder if, and if not, FTIR was used along with microscopic analysis. Since the fibers were found in a burn pile in a trash can, how can they be determined correctly without any contamination or defects from the burned trash can? And for the soil and pollen evidence, what was the power of magnification of the microscopic analysis? Could there have been any contamination from other locations since the bodies were placed there from somewhere else? And finally, in the stinging nettles experiment, how was it conducted and what time points were used to determine time and growth over time? More information would be needed to fully understand the analyses of the evidence done. Thank you for listening.